Producer Lewis, former producer Lewis, has made an appearance on my Instagram account, but we'll get to that a little bit later. Major happenings over the weekend. One picture I do want to show you, and by the way, I'm on Instagram at david.pacman. I hope you'll follow me there. Right outside the studio, there's a spot. It's sort of like two billboard slots, and they change pretty frequently. And at a certain point a few days ago, it was the funniest combination. On the left, there was one for Weed Maps, which is a new app available presumably in states that have legalized recreational marijuana, which show you where the dispensaries are, okay? And next to that, on the same billboard structure, an ad for a company that tells you there is evidence for God, Pat. Weed Maps, there is evidence for God. And I've seen the there is evidence for God people advertising on other billboards before, never next to the Weed Maps. And a bunch of people pointed out that the same combination was elsewhere in Boston. I wonder if Weed Maps deliberately said, we want to buy right next to there's proof of God people.
Or maybe the Rastafarians are putting these two together. There's actually a number below the "There is evidence for God" billboard. We should maybe even call them and use that as a segment for the show.
It's like 8554 Truth or something like that. I forget what it is. I've been seeing it for years because on the Mass Turnpike, somewhere around exit 7 or 8, there's a billboard for "There is evidence for God," and it's the exact same phone number. So hilarious combination of billboards near our studio. And it's already changed. I don't know if somebody complained or someone figured out what was going on, but if you go to the same billboard, it's already been switched up. Also, to the delight of many people who follow me on Instagram at david.pacman, producer Lewis made an appearance on my Instagram account. Lewis, along with a mutual friend of ours and the David Pakman Show attorney who is learning guitar, had a jam session last weekend. And I played drums, naturally, and I had to play. They had some nice cymbals, as you can see, the Zildjian K series, but it was this really not, I say this with peace and love. I'm sure CB Drums is doing everything they can to make a good product. They're just not that great. I was relegated to playing a CB drum kit, and the entire experience was made a little more complex by Lewis insisting on shredding metal riffs at high volume with high distortion when we were just trying to have like a casual jam session. And people loving the picture, former producer Lewis making an appearance on my Instagram account. What do you make of all this?
Well, you're going to need a double bass pedal to play along with the metal riffs. It looks like you were able to take a break for some period of time to snap a picture.
Yes, indeed.
So maybe that was at a time where everyone was kind of taking it easy for a little bit and getting the drums.
Let's go with that. By the way, there's another music-related story, which at some point maybe Pat will allow me to talk about.
Sure.
But that's for another day, right? You have enough scandals going on right now. I don't want to create a new firestorm.
Yeah, let's put that off for another day.
Follow me on Instagram, instagram.com/david.pacman, or search Instagram for David.Pacman.